Hello everyone, it's Shane Conto, your Wasteland Reviewer, and welcome to Lost in the Wasteland, my weekly interview show where I get to learn a little bit more about somebody else's perspective on movies. And this is a special episode because back at it again is my wife, Jess. Jess, thank you so much for coming on for your fourth round of interview questions.
You're welcome. I'm contractually obligated.
There is no contract, nothing has been signed. She's just very
Shane
willing.
put it in his vows.
I certainly did not. But let's get things started. So, Jess, what's your favorite movie scene?
I really love the, there's a lot of movie scenes that really, in my old age, I'm very emotional, but I still really love that scene in True Grit, towards the end with Rooster, where he goes, "Fill your hands, you son of a bitch." It's a great scene with Chef's Kiss. It's got everything. Tension, action.
Those are a lot of words coming from a one-eyed fat man.
Oh yeah, wasn't big words. I think coming from a one-eyed fat man.
Thanks, Ned Peppers.
He's a great villain too, because he's just like a dude, and Rooster's not great.
And it's crazy because that's actor Barry Peppers who plays him in the remake.
What a coinky did.
It was Robert Duvall in the original film, but the Coen Brothers film is a lot better.
Yeah, agree.
And that is certainly an amazing moment, and it's really well shot. It's well performed. Jeff Bridges riling it up. That's a wonderful climax to a awesome Western, modern Western, since it's made in 2010, post Unforgiven, destroying the genre by just being like punching it in the face. The next two are kind of like a paired set of questions, but who's your favorite movie protagonist?
That's a thinker. I gotta go in a similar vein with Maddie from True Grit. I like her because I feel like you don't get an kind of unlikable teenage protagonist a whole lot. Like, she's plucky, yes, she's probably too brave for her own good, but she also doesn't have any idea what she's doing. Mm-hmm. Like, she's completely out of her element.
Donnie.
Which I really like, yeah. I really like, in one of my friends, in my, third job, I forget what job it was, I worked as a TA, and the teacher I worked with, I was like, yeah, I don't know why I like this story so much, I don't know why I like this protagonist so much. He's like, she's kind of like you can just kind of throw yourself into things you're not ready for and figure it out on the way, or not, and I'm like,
oh my.
Wow, that was wise.
There you go. So, Maddie from True Grit. Now,
Maddie Ross.
It'll be interesting. I don't know if this is going to be from the same movie or not, but who's your favorite antagonist?
It's not.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
I want to see who do you think I'm going to pick? I have somebody, and this isn't a psychological trick.
Anton Ego.
Oh, I do really like him. I like him a lot. I was going to pick weirdly enough, another Anton, Sugar.
That was my second guess.
The two Antons. I do really like Anton Ego a lot because he's someone that I have been before. Like, I used to be way angrier and more cynical than I am now. Not that I'm not currently, but
bring the perspective.
Like, he's such a dick.
Such a dick.
But then, they're able to touch his...
Then he eats the ratatouille.
Yeah, and it's just really sweet, him with his mom, and the way that he's just like, I genuinely love food, and I don't need to be this way.
Yeah.
I could actually love food. So I do like Anton. But Anton Sugar, I think, is when I think of antagonist. I think of him just because he's less of a person and more of a force of really
evil.
Just cold. I guess evil. I guess he's very neutral evil, but he...
Is he lawful evil? Like, he has his own rules and everything. Like, he uses his coin, like the coin
he does,
and everything.
That's true.
But
he is hireable.
Just Javier Bardem with his
He's
bowl
scary.
Cut and
I know his berries and cream aesthetic.
Call it friendo.
He's intense and he's scary. It's hard for me to see Javier Bardem as not bad.
It's like, don't put that in your pocket. That's your lucky coin. But if you put it in your pocket, it just becomes another coin.
Yeah, like he's menacing. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, it's like, around now.
I do.
The whole entire exchange with that poor
cashier.
That poor guy who runs that little general store.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, Anton Chigurh is one of the most impressive forces of nature ever put in a movie, and Javier Bardem deserved that Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for that.
Honorable mention goes to, God, I can't remember his name, but it's Cary Elwes from Twister. Forgot how interesting that was.
Such a
He's smarmy.
Smug bastard,
He's
too.
smarmy. Other honorable mention, the Twister in the movie Twister.
There you go, another force of nature. A literal one. Now, Jess, what's your favorite movie ending?
My favorite movie ending. It's a good one. I want to say Ratatouille. I do really like that one where they're in the little cafe, or when they're like, oh, we had to let the health inspector out.
And then they closed it because we had a bunch of rats in the kitchen.
I really did like that ending. I thought it was very sweet and fitting. On a different day I might have picked something a little more ambiguous and depressing, but...
Like No Country for Old Men?
Like No Country for Old Men, yes.
And
probably.
then I woke up.
I mean, True Grit has kind of an ambiguous ending to it, or at least, everything went back to just like, I didn't never spoke to them
somber.
again. But I'm in a pretty good mood today. It's because the meds are working, so.
I just love how Brad Garrett is like, oh yeah, and they had to shut down the restaurant.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh crap.
Augusta Gusto. I also really like the ending too. Oh crap, I just lost it.
I'm not really Gusto. I'm just a figment of your imagination.
How didn't you know? I don't know. I only know what you know.
Ratatouille's great.
For some reason, I like the ending of La La Land too. I think because it's
La La Land.
in a sense of like kind of a downer ending or a realistic ending.
Well, because
that's life.
If you don't have the ending to La La Land, it's just another romance, and with the ending.
Yeah.
It completely reframes everything.
Yeah, and I'm not the biggest fan of I don't dislike it. It's just I don't love the movie in general.
Did you hear that, internet? Jess hates La La Land. She's glad it got embarrassed at the Academy Awards.
I don't feel that strongly about La La Land, but I do like that kind of ending, I guess. That's more of the essence of it.
Now, Jess, what's a film that you wished you got to see for the first time in a theater?
Alright, I got Shane's approval to go a little off script on this.
Well, she did wish it just came true. So
yes, I was terrified of Jurassic Park as a kid because it came out when I was 3, and I think I saw it when I was around that age, and it just scared the crap out of me. My memory is hiding under my blanket. It was in much better shape at that point, so I could hide under it. But I saw it as an adult when it was the 25th anniversary. Maybe 20th. I don't remember. They had re-released it in theaters. But I'm really glad I saw it in theaters for the first time because it was really great. I don't think I would have had the same reaction if it was
it during the in-between time?
Yes.
Then it was 25 years.
Actually,
because that would have been 2018.
It might have been the before times.
Then it would have been the 20th. It was 2013.
Yeah.
Or no.
I think I saw it. I remember the right before times.
There you go.
I think I saw it.
That's how we remember things. Is there was a time before, during, between, during for us. Yeah, so there you go.
My friend Candace will tell you that I have a horrible memory. Apparently spent every New Year's with her and I don't really remember. She's like, it was at least 8 years.
I distinctly remember watching all 5 Planet of the Apes movies, the originals and Inception one New Year's by myself.
Oh, I was going to say, was I there? Because I had no memory.
No, this was high school.
That would have surprised me.
Now, I know you're a huge fan of documentaries, so this one's just for you. What topic or subject matter do you wish would get the documentary treatment?
Oh man, any of my hobbies. There is a lot. I follow, I think it's Craft Snark, that subreddit. I follow some other ones. There's Bitch Eating Crackers too, but I'm a little more fringe on that one. I feel like there's untapped potential there for a documentary about fiber arts, because there's a lot of drama. There's a lot of people, I don't even know how to do, there's a lot of snark.
Jess is going to bring the seedy underbelly of the craft
There
world.
is. Like, there's a debate, for example, with wool yarn, because it's like, oh, well, wool is sustainable, it's natural, but then to get merino wool, there's a certain method where they try to prevent fly strike by, like, I think cauterizing the sheep's butt area to keep botflies from it or something. So it's like, it's sustainable, is it ethical? And then some people are saying, well, we have ethical merino wool. That's just the gloves.
Welcome to the documentary about crafts. We're going to talk about searing sheep's butts.
Even
cauterizing sheep
quilting,
butts.
there was a woman posted a beautiful quilt, and apparently someone at her guild was like, wow, what a waste of thread. And everyone else went, so...
So,
That's so rude,
the
though.
drama
Mind your
that
business.
is the craft world, and walking into a craft store and a bunch of older white women talking down to you like you don't know what you're doing, despite the fact that you've been doing this hobby for a while.
There was a specific incident Shane's referring to.
Correct.
But, sorry, I mean, I'm used to being talked down. Not that I'm used to being talked down to, but it's very hard to offend me. So Shane provides helpful feedback.
I have been offended for her. Shifting gears a little bit into some television. What? It's not a movie interview anymore. But Jess, what's your favorite television show?
In general or right now?
Ever.
Oh man, I don't really have a favorite. I have a lot that I love. What? It's not Bluey. Don't say. I really loved BoJack Horseman when it was on. A lot. I don't know what I would call it my favorite. I really did like BoJack Horseman. I loved Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends a lot. Like, that was such a sweet show.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed The Good Place. That was great.
Jess's real
Probably
answer is
my top
BoJack Horseman because whenever she talks about BoJack, it's her favorite show.
It is. If I have to pick, it is. But you know, Bluey's come out there. I do really like Bluey a lot.
It is your personality
if it maintains. I'm trying to get away from that because I've noticed there's a whole like people are really into Bluey, which is fine, and I am too. I just mean I'm like, do I really need to be defined by another random show that I've picked? It's fine.
We have 8 minutes. Bluey!
Yeah. You
Okay.
should. You should watch the episode Bad Mood.
But BoJack is definitely a show that lasts
one of the shows of all
on
time.
and on and on. I just remember, it'll drop, you watch an episode, it's like, how long into said episode did I realize that this is just a viewing?
Yeah.
This
true.
is just a eulogy the whole entire time. And then the whole underwater one. And then
Fish Out of Water.
all the messed up shit that BoJack did over the course of that show.
Oh, yeah.
Just, and the most random things like, hello, yes, I am J.D. Salinger.
Managing a bike shop.
Shop. Yeah. It's like,
You caught me.
you caught me, Alan Arkin. But now, what's your favorite television show finale?
I'm gonna go with The Good Place. It was just, it fit the show, and no spoilers, because I think people should watch it if they didn't watch it already, but I did really like that ending. It fit it very well. You could tell that there was a defined, pre-planned arc.
Mm-hmm. They reached it. It was perfect.
In the best way, yeah. They went out on their own terms.
It was perfection. I was sad, and it hit hard.
Sure.
It was a very emotional experience that night for the both of us as we watched the end of BoJack Horseman and the end of The Good Place in the same night.
Yeah, I'd probably space them out if I had to do it over.
But we didn't, so we did.
No.
And The Good Place has the perfect ending for the show. I think everybody gets their moment. Everybody winds up where they need to be.
And it fits them.
Absolutely. Now, Jess, we're making a film about the story of your life. Who's directing it?
Oh, God. I feel like it would get shopped around for a while and get stuck in development hell. Like, who is this for? Probably the Coen Brothers. There's some moments in my life where it's, so absurd it's funny.
So,
But if I laugh, it doesn't fit.
What tone of Coen's are we going for?
Oh, definitely a simple man. Or a serious man. Definitely a serious man.
I am a serious man. Because it's serious, but it's weird and awkward.
It's a little absurdist, but not ungrounded in reality.
As tinges of it,
Yeah.
it's the world around it, it's taking itself so seriously, and then Michael Stuhlbarg's the one who's like, what's going on here?
Yeah, he's the straight man in the weird.
That'll be you.
It's me. I'm best known for being a straight man.
Okay. So, Coen Brothers for Jess. Coen's directing Jess's movie. What's the movie going to be called? It's a side question.
Side question, there you go.
Okay. Wow. Most impressive, Jess.
Thanks.
Thank you for stealing my question for your answer.
Amanda said something earlier that was pretty fun. Jackpot Jess, there you go. It's beautiful. Sounds like an old-timey Western.
Jackpot Jess. Now, Jess, my last question for you, burn right through these. What are 5 movies you'd recommend to people from before you were born? So realistically, anything from before the 90s.
Anything from before the 90s. Alright. I do really like Night of the Hunter, even though it's really scary. It's probably going to be biased to stuff we just watched because I didn't prepare very well. Heathers. Put Heathers on there. We love a good viewing of that.
Going to be doing it again soon.
I like The Road Warrior. I'd probably recommend
The Road Warrior?
Yeah. I did like Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid.
Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid?
That was a good one, too.
Need one more. You're almost there.
I'm so close to being there. Maybe looking around. Alright, let's say The Searchers, I'm a big fan of that one.
We got a couple westerns,
Westerns.
and I'm going to throw one in for Jess. Aliens.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I really like Aliens. I got stuck in
Westerns. So
I got stuck in the Westerns.
See, now you got a bonus. We have Night of the Hunter, we have Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, we have The Searchers, we have Heathers, and we have The Road Warrior and Aliens. So there's plenty of interesting diversity there, even in the westerns, because they're 2 very different westerns.
That's what I'm known for.
Now,
at least I made it there.
You sure did. Now, Jess, I always like to wrap up my show by having my guests ask me a question. So what would you like to ask the Wasteland Reviewer?
First of all, how dare you?
I'm pretty sure you ask that question every time I ask you this question.
That's my delaying question. What movie are you most excited to coming out before the end of the year?
It better still be coming out this year is Killers of the Flower Moon. I'm almost done the book. I have like 3.5 hours left of the audiobook. Started at almost 10 hours, so.
How is it?
Oh, it's crazy.
I told you. I warned you.
And I can't wait to see Scorsese bringing this to life with De Niro and DiCaprio, Lily Gladstone, hopefully having a really awesome breakout performance. How much we're going to get Brendan Fraser and John Lithgow in this, and Jesse Plemons. Great cast. Amazing trailer. I could watch that trailer on repeat over and over and over again.
It's a good one.
And, it's coming. October. They just doubled down because they canceled the limited release and are just like, we're going full global, wide open. We're opening on October 20th in IMAX.
You can see every one of Robert De Niro's pores. Every single one.
Maybe liver spots.
Yeah. Just
getting
count
older.
his nose hairs.
There you go.
That's what someone used to say to me.
Every drop of oil. And every dead body in great detail. Yeah. There we go. We're going to see all those